I thought. Beautiful card.
Beautiful card, Lou.
Thank you. We're up here with Sir Marcus Browne. That was a tough fight.
Yeah.
And
I made it tough.
you made it tough, and honestly, like, the guy's gonna walk in here in a few minutes and thought he won. But the guy also is gonna walk in here and know that he gave a lot of the first half of the fight away.
Facts.
Right, you know, but that was, but here's one thing I want to say for the other guy. This guy's one of the best prospects at 175 pounds in the world. He showed in the Olympics, he showed his whole career. I signed the other kid about a year ago because I knew that that kid could fight. And that kid showed tonight he could fight. You know, and these guys are gonna, at some point, I think, meet again, down the line, when they both keep winning. Because they're both gonna keep winning because they're at 175 pounds, they're two of the best in the world, and that's the truth. And I talked to Rod in his dressing room. He's a very mature kid, you know. And he said, look, I made it. He thinks he made it hard. The other guy thinks he made it hard. And they both think they won. And when you have a fight that close, you're supposed to both think you won. I didn't think the referee had a great night on either side. You know, I thought there was stuff. And I think he's a good referee. I just think he had a bad night. That's why I had a little bit of a meltdown after the fight. It was not so much about the decision, but about what I thought wasn't the referee. And I thought it was across the board. But I'll let Marcus answer whatever questions you want. Obviously, he won, and congratulations to him. And I'm always proud to work with him because he's a good guy and a very good fighter. And tonight he fought, like I told him going in, the other guy was a real fighter, and that was going to be the hardest fight of his career. And they both know right now how hard the other guy is because they just had to deal with each other for 8 rounds.
Okay, I'm going to start you off, Marcus, by asking about the 2 knockdowns. By the way, your daughter is absolutely charming. My school teacher, she's lovely. In the first round, it appeared that your opponent, Kalajdzic, slipped, and then he got hit. That's what it looked like on the video footage. Can you tell me what it looked like from your angle? Because as Lou said, there was some slipshotty referee. It didn't look like anything was intentional. It didn't look like he was hurt. Or from inside the ring, what did you see? What happened?
At that moment, I thought he slipped, but he didn't. I didn't think he touched the ground yet. So I was like, all right, he's not on the ground. I gave it a second. I thought, like, I didn't see his glove touch. So I was like, oh, he's still up. So I was gonna hit him and make him fall.
So the punch was in motion before he actually went down, correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't in motion before he went down because I didn't see his glove touch the ground. So I was gonna obviously make his glove touch the ground.
Okay. The second knockdown, it looked like you were startled. Maybe it wasn't a knockdown. What exactly happened?
What round was it? The 6th or the 5th? I'm not sure which round it was, but my trainers kept telling me to rotate away from his right. He caught me with a decent right hand, but this is boxing. You get caught. It's not about how it's about how you fight when you get back up. And as you can see, as soon as I got back up, I started using my jab, and he really couldn't get past that.
What was the basis, Lou, for making it an 8-rounder instead of a 10-rounder? A lot of us thought it would
Getting it
have
on
been a 10.
television. I think they both would have preferred a 10-round.
Yeah.
It was getting it on TV. I mean, we had 8:30 till 11 o'clock. So we had a world title fight that was 12 rounds scheduled. We had the Errol Spence fight at 10. So in order to guarantee television, this had to be an 8-round fight. How do I like Kalajdzic?
Hot Rod, do you think you won the fight?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because the first round, I don't believe it was a knockdown. I slipped, and then he hit me when I was down. That should have been a point taken off or something. But
Do you intend to appeal it with the New York State Athletic Commission?
yes, I do.
You know that 1 point would make it a draw. You're aware of that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I do.
You thought it was a close fight, though?
Yeah, I mean, I could have put the pressure on earlier. I started slow, but I still think I did enough to win.
But you are going to appeal, correct?
Yes, correct. I mean, when you look at the video, you can clearly see that I was down and he hit me.
So your corner is going to make a full appeal?
Yes.
I'll be honest, like, as a promoter watching the fight, I didn't have that much issue with him hitting him going down because the I really thought, look, and the referee, I respect the guy,
He didn't
but,
get in between.
right, he didn't get in between, so I didn't think he was trying to be dirty when he hit him the second time. I wouldn't have necessarily deducted a point. I just don't think the punch on the first one was really a knockdown, and then I think he was justified in throwing the second one because the referee didn't get in the middle. I was a little bit upset at the referee, but I think he's a good referee, and everyone has a bad night. I think he had a bad night.
I mean, Marcus did his thing. You know, just, I feel like the referee should have did a little bit more. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
Marcus? You said that you made the fight tough on yourself.
Yeah.
If you had to do the fight over right now, what would you have done different?
I could have kept boxing him. I didn't have to get into no fight with him because he didn't really have to catch me with that right hand if I really didn't want to. But you know, the man in me and the pride, you know what I'm saying, fighting in front of my family and my people. I was like, you know, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, let him try to get momentum of the fight. So every time he had a question, I had an answer for him.
You know, when a fight is this close, you gotta figure the local guy, the Olympian, the guy with the pedigree is gonna get the benefit of the doubt, particularly at home. And I think from his standpoint, what I said to him, and like, you know, look, I'm not gonna, I was screaming and yelling at the end of the fight because I didn't like the refereeing, but like, I'm not, in terms of the decision, it wasn't like it was a robbery, it's just like it was a close fight. But one thing I think he accomplished is that he shows he belongs with the best. And he's one of them. So,
Marcus, do you agree with that statement?
Not necessarily, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I won the fight. I clearly won it. I won the first 5 rounds straight. And when he caught me with that, with that right hand in the 6th, I felt like that round was even because I felt like I was winning up until that point. So I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and it's boxing and it's what it is.
Would you fight a 10-round rematch with it?
He was running out of gas. He kept holding. Damn right, it was supposed to be. He kept holding. That's another thing. The referee should have took a point off. You kept, every time I punched, you kept reaching in and holding me. Okay, if you're a real fighter, the fans love the
This is gonna
fight.
be one chippy rematch.
The fans love the fight. If his hometown was booing him, why not give a rematch if you're a real fighter?
I hear you.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'm moving forward.
Yes or
I
no?
don't need you no more.
Exactly.
I clearly beat you.
Olympian.
And I know
He's
in
an
my heart I
Olympian.
beat
He's
you.
an Olympian. He's got how many
You know,
fights?
I know in my heart I beat you.
He's an Olympian. He's got
I
so
know
many
in my
fights.
heart
I'm
I beat
amateur.
you.
I got like 20 fights something, and I came here and beat you in your hometown. In your
You
hometown.
beat me in my hometown.
Yeah, your own crowd was booing you.
Listen,
If you're a real fighter, rematch.
if you're a real fighter, you know you
No.
lost. You didn't say I won that fight after the fight.
No.
Because you already know what time it is. I beat you.
Did the first knockdown count? Be honest.
Listen, man.
Be
I didn't
honest.
know you was down, so I hit you.
Should have been a point. You know, I got a feeling, and here's my feeling. He ain't gonna lose anytime soon, and he ain't gonna lose anytime soon. And I think somewhere down the line, there's gonna be a rematch.
What's that?
It ain't gonna be in the next fight, but somewhere down the line, there's gonna be a rematch, and I wanna promote the fucking thing.
Let's go.
Hot Rod, Chris Carn here with Last Call in Fight City. You were a huge underdog going into this fight. I know you're very upset. Do you feel if it was a 10-round fight that we'd be saying you're a new champ, you're a new undefeated guy, and Browne is about his first loss?
Yes, he said it himself. The first 5 rounds, it started slow. I kept picking it up. He kept holding. He kept.
You ran out of gas too in the end, boss. What are you saying?
So you just told yourself you were gonna gas. I didn't run out of
You ran out
gas.
of
I
gas
kept
in the
chasing
end,
you.
boss.
You kept
You
holding.
didn't chase me. I was
Then
boxing
just
the
prove
crap
me
out of
wrong
you.
and knock me out the next
You
fight.
couldn't get around my jab if you wanted to.
If
Plain and simple. Look at your eye. Take your glasses off.
did you headbutt me?
Take your
Did you
glasses
headbutt
off.
me?
No, I
Do
did
you
not.
guys got any doubts somewhere down the line this is happening again?
Hey, when you watch the fight, you
Listen
will
to
see
this,
it's a
this is
headbutt.
friggin' ready.
Marcus, in the build-up to this fight,
I don't even need to be sitting up here right now.
you did say that it wasn't upsetting you, but there was a sense of agitation that people were comparing him to you and putting him on your level. Now with the fight taking place, now with the knockdowns, is he on your level now?
He's alright.
I'm alright, hey, but you
I'm not worried about you, boss.
hurt, bro.
I'm not worried about you.
Did you hurt me?
Look what I got over here.
Did you hurt me?
Look,
That's supposed to be mine, yeah. That's supposed to be
you
mine.
don't have it though.
No, I don't want that. I want the better one.
Hot Rod, you didn't say this is more personal for you, but this is a fight that just really bothers you.
Yeah, it did. No, what was the question again? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. No, it really did bother me because even the fans, they're the one. You can tell by the fans who really won. He's just, I don't know what's up. I don't know.
Right here, Marcus.
Hey Marcus, congrats on the win. What do you think went wrong after the knockdown? Because you seem to be kind of hurt in there, from at least from my standpoint.
It's boxing, I got caught, but I got right back on my bike and I was jabbing the crap out of him.
Exactly, your
He still
bike,
couldn't
you
get
were
around it.
running, I just told you that.
He still couldn't get around it. But yeah, and I ran out of gas.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
He had his running shoes on.
But you couldn't find
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Question for both of you guys.
I know you, I dropped you twice.
Boss, I'm not worried about you.
And a question for both of you guys. How does it affect the fighter and an athlete when you're told at the last minute that your fight's not 10 but 8 rounds? Does that mess your mindset?
We were ready for 10, so I was ready for whatever, and I thought the Cunningham fight was gonna, you know, everybody came in like, oh, get ready to fight about the
When the Cunningham fight went the distance, it was, which by the way is a tribute to the fucking balls and career of Steve Cunningham, who's a fucking man. When that went the distance, this had to be an 8-rounder, and then that was it. We knew it going in, we both knew it going in, and nobody got more advantage or disadvantage than the other. Like, it sucks, you know, if you're a fighter and you think you might be going 10 and you have to go 8, you don't like that. But you like to be on NBC in prime time.
Same question for you, because, you know, it looked like Golovkin was going to knock out Cunningham for a while, so if I was one of you guys, I would think, oh, it's going to be a 10-rounder, and then...
I think if it would have went, I mean, it didn't really bother me, you know, it was an 8-10 because I had a game plan, but I felt like if it was a 10 round, I was picking up, and I think really I would have won clearly.
Question for you, Marcus. Joseph Correa, Front Proof Media. When Hot Rod hit you and hurt you,
I hit him and hurt him a couple times too.
I didn't fall.
It's not one-sided.
okay, so I'll change it up. When you hit him with your best stuff and couldn't hurt him, what was going through your mind at that point when you gave him your best and he didn't go away? You've stopped a lot of people with similar shots. It seemed like he took your shots well. What was going through your mind?
Nothing. This is boxing. Just stick to the game plan, move away from his right hand that he caught me with that one time, and that's it. But as you can see, I guess all you saw was just him getting that one knockdown.
No, I think you both did well. As Lou mentioned, you both are champions. You both put on a great performance, but when he hurt you, what was going through your mind? Did you?
This is boxing. Get back up, keep your composure, and do what you got to do.
And how would you rate your performance tonight?
I'm disappointed in myself. That's how I am as an athlete. But I know within my heart I didn't lose. I'm just mad that I didn't perform up to my skill level that I know I can do. And as a fighter, you know within your heart if you lost or not. And I did not. This kid didn't beat me. Plain and simple. He did not beat me.
One more. Hey Marcus, you know, given that you were a sizable favorite going into the fight, and most people thought the fight could have won either way, this is probably going to hurt your stock going forward until you fight again.
Yeah.
Who do you think you need to fight or beat to get rid of this performance? And is it him?
I'm not really worried about who I need to fight. Whoever out here came and called me and tells me I need to fight, that's what we're going to do.
You know, when you look at the 175-pound division, if you're like a light heavyweight, it's a good time to be a light heavyweight. Because there's some very good guys, and then they ain't that much. And these two are both two of the better, of the top notch of what's coming up. And, you know, he's disappointed in himself. I'm guessing, and I already know, I talked to him before, he's disappointed in himself. Because he thought he started like shit.
Yeah.
But you know what, it was compelling. I mean, they both could have done better, but like somewhere down the line, they're gonna meet again, I think. But in the meantime, there ain't a lot of light heavyweights that's gonna beat either one of these guys.
So, I mean, so if they're not going to fight each other next, do you think
No.
this is a thing? Do you think this is a thing are these guys ready for someone like Adonis Stevenson, or is that a ways away?
You gotta ask them. I think they probably both, like, I don't think they're gonna fight Adonis Stevenson next.
No, I'm not saying next.
No, I mean, are they ready next? I don't know. I don't think so, probably, but that's my opinion. I'm only a fucking promoter, what do I know? But like, I think that they'll go on and fight, you know, contenders in the light heavyweight division. And when you look at the light heavyweight division, like I said, they're you know, there's a reason that he's undefeated. And there's a reason that he was undefeated coming into tonight, and he thinks he won tonight.
Isn't the winner of Thomas Williams, Eduardo Rodriguez, a natural for Marcus, and the loser for Hot Rod, or vice versa?
I think the winner of that fight's going to want to fight Adonis Stevenson. You know, I think the winner of that fight's going to want to move on.
I'd fight the winner or loser since you don't want to fight.
One more question. Last question.
Hot Rod, did Marcus ever hurt you in the fight? He hit you with a lot of clean punches. As you mentioned, you started out slow. He hit you with a lot of clean stuff. Were you ever hurt in the fight?
No. Not like you.
You know what though, if he didn't say what he's saying, you'd think he's a punk. Because like, this was the kind of fight, it was a close fight. I'm not sitting here and gonna say, you know, it was a close fight. And he, you know what too, like from his standpoint, he's upset, he deserves to be upset, I think, but he's gonna go home and honestly, he didn't do enough to make the judges think he won. And, you know, you fight an Olympian, you fight a guy in New York who's fought a bunch of times here, and who's a really good fighter, and you give away some rounds, and this is what happens. And but here's the thing: this guy's still undefeated. He's going to move on to the next step, and now no one knew who he was coming in tonight, and he walks out tonight, and people know who he was. So, you know, in a weird way, like they're both pissed off and upset, and sort of both of them should be happy. And I ain't doing it. And if they're going to trash talk each other, they're fighters. That's what they're fucking supposed to do.
I'm not really mad with the decision. Okay, you know, it was his hometown, he won, okay. But if I was in his shoes, and if he really thinks he beat me again, I would give a rematch. That wasn't my coach, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said something about the split decision. I'm done.
My daughter's ready, can we leave?
You can leave.
Thank you.
We can leave, we're going to bring in Errol Spence.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
God bless.